Bro, what's up? So this is your daily dose of me, kind of, sort of, maybe. Not really daily, but, maybe I'll get there, maybe not. Hey, who knows? Hey, I gotta tell you an interesting fact. You want to hear it? Okay, good. I'm gonna let you hear it. Whether you like it or not, 1/3 of people are gonna like you. Actually, no, they're not gonna like you. They're gonna love you. Love you. Almost to the point of obsession. Not quite sure about that. The other third are gonna hate you. They may not ever meet you in your entire life. Doesn't matter what you do, for whatever reason. Maybe the way you look, the way you speak, whatever clothes you're wearing, And what I mean by look, you could be a different background. They could hate you. They're like, oh, I hate this person. And they could just see like 2 seconds of you. And then they can make that quick judgment. For no reason at all. And then the last half, or not last half, last part, last 1/3, won't even care. Don't know. Be like, who the fuck's this guy? What? Okay, whatever. Cool, sure. Focus on all of them. I know, okay, but what I mean by that is don't don't ignore them, but then also at the same time, don't really dive deep down into it though. Look at it from a whole wide, broad perspective though. I saw this video recently of this astrologer guy that I follow. Well, I watch his YouTube videos. Kapil Raji, I believe is his name. If I mispronounce your name, dude, I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, he does this video like finding your weakness, find where your weakness is and turn it into success, like what he was mentioning on how he used to be horrible, writing, writing in English though, and the fact that, I mean, can you just imagine being Indian, living here in the U.S., and being completely illiterate with the writing though, having constant grammatical punctuation error and stuff like that, what he was mentioning. Oh man, that would just be crazy. People give him so much shit. But you know what? I liked his message, what he said though. He found that his weakness was writing. Now with some people, their mentality would be like, alright, well, I'm weak at this though, so I'm gonna do something else. And he looked at it as astrology perspective though, when you have see, now I'm getting tongue-tied and twisted here. Dyslexia though, it's a form of your process of learning, writing, speech, all that, literature, like text. When you write it, read it, all that, and just have it structured. It's, see, I even get it too though when I speak. It's your process of learning is a little bit slower, and he took at it from an astrology point of view. That is like having a Mercury, your intelligence, debilitated, not very strong, weak. Now it doesn't mean that if you have a weak area, you should do something else completely different, because that weakness is going to follow you though. What you can do is have that mindset where, if you really want to learn something, learn it well. You got to practice it. You got to put it in practice. Constantly do it all the time. Try to perfect it. There is no such thing as being perfect. However, you could perfect something that you think is perfect by keeping at it, though. And another example is like driving a car. You remember the first time driving a car? Oh my god. It was like 2001 for me. I scared the shit out of both my parents, though. But you know what? Driving that car constantly all the time, practicing, like not at least 3-4 times a week, and then and then the weekends, all the time, at least when I was like 14 and stuff. Actually, first time behind the wheel I was 13 though. That was that was pretty crazy back then though. But both my mom and my dad, they would take me to like an empty parking lot though, whether it be at a shopping center or a school, around like usually on Saturday or Sunday morning though. Generally, probably most likely like there are times where I would be at my middle school or at the high school that was close to our house, and I would be there. We get there early, 8, 9 in the morning though. No one's there, or if somebody's there, it's like not many cars at all. You got all this room to practice though, and how to practice, driving signaling properly, turning the steering wheel right though, and then of course my dad had 2 cones though, right? He was set up the 2 cones in a way of learning how to parallel park. So of course you have 2 cones like right here though, and you kind of drive, and then you drive forward, then you stop, and then you reverse, and then you kind of go back in reverse and get in that parking spot. That's the best way to do it though. And yeah, you could go in through the front and just parallel park that way, but most likely 9 times out of 10, when you are going to be parallel parking the street, you're going to be in a situation, where you have 1 car in front of you, then 1 car behind you, and be like, all right, so what's the best way? Yep, you go forward a little bit, you stop, you put it on reverse, but as long as you have the brake, you turn around, and then you slowly start going. And as you're backing up, and then you start turning your wheel to the left, though. And then after that, you start turning the wheel to the right to straighten it. And then you get it right there in the middle, though. Took me a while. That was one thing, though, that I really had to focus on, though. Just trying to turn that wheel properly and make sure that car was straight. And I was between the 2 cones, there's, like cars. And I was, like, right there, angled straight with each, the cones that were set up, though. It took me a while, but I got it. And, of course, when I got my driver's license, after being out driving on the road, when I got my permit at 15, it was just repetitive again and again and again and again. Of course, I would look, make sure it's okay, and I go. And Capel, this guy, it was he also mentioned is that he gets so much criticism from people though. Of course, good and bad. At first he got a little bit of it, but then it started growing and growing and growing. Now it's just to the point where he's like, well, fine, whatever. But yeah, he always says, find the negative parts in your life that are dragging you down, or they're stopping you. Really, nothing is stopping you, though. It's just you got to break out of that habit. All right. Let's see, what else? What else was I going to say, though? Yeah, go ahead, do that, though. And right now, my weakness is language, speaking another language, which, hard, but I'm getting there. Even though you can understand it a lot, but speaking it and writing it, that's a whole nother story, though. But, it doesn't mean that I could try. Of course, I'm going to make a shitload of mistakes, but I'm just going to go for it. And that's really, main focus. And, of course, school. And then running, That's just what I've been, and just going, So, yeah, and I find this out just by, I don't even look at my weaknesses from an astrology point of view. However, I have put in, charts, when you put in your information, it gives you a birth chart. I've done both Western astrology and Vedic astrology, and of course, I have a debilitated Mercury. At least that's my and Moon. Apparently, those are my 2 weakest planets, though. Moon, mind, Mercury, your intelligence. So really, all my life, in a way, it's just been kind of up here, though. I had the tools of everything else, though. I have a strong Mars, Venus, Sun. No, yeah, strong Mars, Venus, Sun. Saturn's okay, and I have a pretty good Jupiter. Rahu, Ketu, they're they're Malefics, though, yeah. See, I watch his videos a lot, so I know this stuff, and it's just gonna be kind of it's like 50-50 so though, you know. But I try not to look at the negative aspects. Like we're all gonna have positive and negative though, all right. And when you look at the negative, try to see if you could twist that around and make that a positive though. We're always focused on our positive, our strengths. Okay, that's great, and we could capitalize on that and improve. But also, you can improve more by helping the negative part and turning it into a positive so it lifts everything up. Yeah? See where I'm going? Yeah, okay, awesome, great, cool, fantastic. But anyways, though, that's my quick short vlog today, though. Doing some work on the computer. And just chit chat, and that's what I love about YouTube, though. And again, it's you post things out there, and I even get it too. And that's why I see some messages on my YouTube channel, though. Some people are gonna love me, some people are gonna hate me, and some people just don't give a shit. So it doesn't bother me. I don't lose any sleep over that. It's cool. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.